We take it over to Steve Newman for more on today's weather. And Steve, it was a little dicey out there today, huh?
It started coming down pretty heavy. We have some great video sent in by one of our viewers in downtown Bradenton between about 3 and 4 when it was just coming down very heavily. And at that time, we had a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for most of Manatee County as well as Hillsborough. But those have all been dropped. And it looks like we've got a nice, quiet evening ahead. Reviewing the last 6 hours, you can see the heavy rain that came over this afternoon from our Van Wezel cam downtown Sarasota, and that rain went up into Bradenton within the next few minutes after that. Rainfall, at least at Sarasota Bradenton International Airport, 0.86, and you'd think we would be above normal with the rain we've had, but we're still almost an inch below normal, but the season is young, and we've had to play catch-up during early June. But there's other rainfall that was much heavier than that. You can see this filling in the rainfall in the last 24 hours. The heaviest I found was just north of Northport, where it just came in over 3 inches of rain. East of Inglewood, about 3 inches, 2.8 east of Venice. But you go out to the Keys and there was hardly any rain to be had. So it was hit and miss from those passing storms. And it's also very humid across the state. That's not going to change anytime soon. You can see dew points remaining in the 70s. And temperatures have cooled off in some spots as a result of those strong storms. Rain cooling, 77 at Tampa at Fort Myers, but where they haven't had rain, Pensacola, closer to a high pressure area heating the Midwest right now in the low 90s. In our viewing area, temperatures cooled off because of the rain in a lot of places except down at Boca Grande. They didn't get any. It's 84 there. A closer look at our viewing area out on the Keys, about 80 degrees because they're surrounded by that 84, 85, 86 degree water, but in the 70s pretty much away from that ocean influence. Again, 83 at Rotunda, Boca Grande, as I mentioned, 84. Now, it would be nice for us to get just lighter rain, but it did come down very heavily earlier today. Watch this review. This is where it started in Venice and Port Charlotte, Fort Myers northward, and it joined with a stronger band from the north that came from Hillsborough County, and there were some hail reports, at least by radar, indicating there was hail. But that's all gone. Things are quieting down, and it remains very moist. It would be nice to get some of this drier air to the north of us over the Carolinas, but there is a stationary front between us and it, and it's not going to arrive. In fact, look at the Key up here. Look how moist it is on the Key, and look how moist this air is over us. It's going to stay that way. But the good news is the hurricane season remains really quiet as a result of that Bermuda high shutting off the storm development in the Atlantic. And we have these little low pressure areas that are tumbling along the north coast of South America, bringing heavy rain to Central America where they actually need it. But until they stop going over land and emerge in the Caribbean and come over the Yucatan Peninsula or between Yucatan and Cuba, the Gulf of Mexico will remain quiet, and we have no threat of tropical storm development for us in the foreseeable future. Here's our RPM computer forecast showing that stationary front washing out. None of that cooler, drier air makes it down to us, so it stays humid with scattered afternoon and evening thunderstorms. Taking a look at a close-up view of this RPM model right on through tonight and tomorrow, showing the interior storms dissipating, skies clearing, but with the sea breeze tomorrow morning kicking in, more storms tomorrow late morning into the afternoon, possibly blowing back our way by afternoon. So given that, here are the week ahead headlines for you. It's going to stay hot and muggy with the chance of isolated thunderstorms and little or no change for the next 7 days. If you're going out on the water, it would be a great thing to do to cool off. Winds becoming southwesterly in the afternoon, 5 to 10 knots. Seas 2 feet or less. Bay and inland waters will have a light chop. Gulf water temperature 86, the air 87, so there's like no difference between going in the water and going out. I actually kind of like it that way. Showers ending warm and muggy tonight, 76 or overnight low temperature with light winds, and for tomorrow, a partly sunny day. Got a 50% chance of those showers redeveloping. Hopefully they won't be as heavy as they were today. 90, and here is our 7-day outlook showing no change hardly from day to day, maybe a little less chance of rain by next weekend. Adam?